You're able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So just a recall what we had last week. I just got that sorry. Okay. So last week we just discussed the Hadoop commands and its architecture, how it is behaving. Some of the example we just take and go with practical exposures. And some commands we have actually do some experiences and we just see in the back end what's happening. This information we had a discussion last week. So overall, the new, it'd be difficult to understand. I hope that, but you just recall the previous topic sessions. So today we are planning to start where we left from here. So this is a useful command to push the data something into our environment. From there, how we are going to adapt and do some process with our real time. So it's a kindly we will be using this Hadoop completely in bigger lake architecture model. So there we will be going to load the file as a record that we are going to process with some other ecosystem tools like Hive and other tools. So today's session will be continue with how Hive architecture is working and on top of that how it's behaving. That's we are going to see in the some practical examples. So before doing that, we must know what is Hive and what is what kind of architecture it was using right now that we'll have to discuss it. So Hive is nothing but we have some environment. Yeah, the actual architecture. So already we just load the data into our cluster, Hadoop cluster. From there only we have to pulling the data. While we are pulling the data, how it is behaving. This is the combination we just provided. Better we have some other. So we'll start with some example. There you will get some idea actually. I'm creating some database. We'll see some practical hands-on and then we can compare with our architecture and the backend flow and the 3040. So I'm just going to be see the file in the backend. Okay, so this is the command to list what all the file is loaded inside to our Hadoop cluster environment. This is the command I just using here. There I can see one folder is d34t.db. This is nothing but it just recently we just created here. So in Hive, I just create as a database, but in the backend, it just create as a one folder only. So directly, it just create. So recent time is this is the time currently, so it's just creating right now. I just want to see inside what is available. That's DB. Okay, it's a AMT. Now I would like to create one table on top of this database to see the reaction. Okay. So D34 is the database inside demo. Recently, I just create one table in Hive architecture. It's just create as a folder. So I would like to go inside and what is available. Unfortunately, nothing. No records found as of now. But I am planning to inject some data to this table. So some of the record I'm planning to insert right now. So in last discussion, whatever I added, right? So whatever command I'm just posting it, it is create as a one job. This job is going to be reacting the backend for us right now. So this is perfect. So resources to be accepted and it is running state. Once it's over, then we can see the job has completed. Yeah, job is finished. Now the query has converted as a job and executed. Now the data is injected. Let me go into query select structure. Okay, I can see some records. So whatever I just ingested, this record I can see from this table. I'm going to see in the table level, the folder level. So D34 dot 34T dot DB is a folder and demo is a folder automatically is created. Inside this folder part, I'm pushing some files right. It just created right now. So this is the record. Whatever I just created here, this insert statement, this has been created as a file right now. Let me go into list and view the content of this file. You can get some idea. Okay, this is the record. I just insert through the table level the command using Hive command. I just trying to insert it, but it just load into a folder on our Hadoop cluster part. Okay, so file object convert into a structure module and reacted based on our commands. This is happening. So how it is the combination is working? That we can discuss with architecture right now. So till now, any questions? Anyone have any questions?
No.
Yeah, yeah, Robin.
No, I don't have any question.
Uh, Fine. Okay, so now we can see that architecture functionality, what is happening. So this is the entire thing, how the command is going to be react in the backend, how it's going to be convert the query as some layers in the backend with some job level layer, and it's going to be communicated with the Hadoop environment. This is the entire architecture which is this side, and we will discuss each point step by step. So here you can see this is the entire flow is going to be communicated. So here the command, whatever I just provide the command, right? It's a web UI basis right now. I just provided. So web UI beeline command, I submit it. This command is going to be sync with our Hive driver. The driver program each of the tool have internal code. So this Hive driver is going to be synced and running for us. This Hive, the driver program going to be communicate with our metadata management. This metadata management is nothing but what was the command, and with respect to the command, what kind of databases and table you are looking for. So all the information we have gathered from here only, because the column name and data type, each column wise, and folder where it was located at Hadoop path, and what was the file object we are using, all the command we are extracting from here only. This is the metadata management. So from this metadata management, all the information is shared into our Hive engine. Hive engine, part of our Hadoop Spark or Kill or some other engine also, we can use it. So some Trino is recently introduced. So this kind of engine is going to be synced, and this entire query is going to be shot into our Hadoop cluster. So until now, this one, everything as a query basis as well as the command level that all the serialization is get ready. Whenever it's just going to be enter into Hadoop cluster environment, the command, that query, whatever it just convert as a job and submit into the job level. So this job is going to be run with a multiple tasks. Like last week, we had a discussion with the Hadoop architecture. There, all the job, that one job will be split up multiple tasks, and this multiple task is going to be combined together and performing for us. So same thing is happening here. The task has been converted. Sorry, the job will be split with the multiple tasks. Those tasks is running on data node through node manager. This output we are getting back into the live. So the same query here, I just pass select star from table. This command I just executed. Private program is capturing this query. What was the metadata references and all, everything is just verified. And one more thing, driver program can verify the syntax issues also. If you are providing any mismatches syntax, everything can be controlled and monitored by your driver program only. Everything is fine, then only just going to be sync with our Hive engine. This is a Hive engine convert that what are the query into a code. This code model is going to be run into our environment. This is happening. In the back end, some of the architecture is available, SERDA libraries and the catalyst model, a lot of things is available. As of now, we don't want to confuse it. We will be going to discuss in upcoming sessions. Don't worry about it. This is the overview. So I have created the table. I have submit some commands with insert statement. This command is going to be load as a file object in the backend. This file object created by your Hive tool. Okay. Any question in this? Any queries, guys? Everyone is clear. Shall we go next?
Dinesh, I'm not having background with this one, so as a fresher, am I able to get it like by seeing your previous video?
Yeah, you just look on the previous video, easily you can understand. That's what
Okay.
I just informed you. So we missed
Okay.
the last week's session, unfortunately. So just recall that the topic in the previous recording, all the discussion we had with the practical. So the
Oh,
comparison basis we had it. So right now, with the first level we had a discussion. So that's clear. The command everything. Right now we just getting the data and do some structurization with some transformation model. That is what we are doing. That's we are discussing currently.
okay.
Others, any questions? Okay, fine then. Now what we are planning, we just going to be discuss some of the command practices with high level. And if we are planning to use some use case tables, use case as a tables, and do some progress. That's the plan today. We will collect some sample data. Okay, we have some sample records is available. Let me go into use this tables. So this is sample records. This sample records I'm going to convert as a table and how I'm going to perform it our environment. This is we are planning to discuss today some example of it. First, we have to push this data into our environment. There the record is available. I would like to inject info for that is good. The first I can maybe this command I can use in the code itself. If this path I like to do that, but anyway I will create one more code. Patient data. So I would like to use the same as it is. Okay, what is the path? Sorry, there is no understanding. Okay, so this is the record. Okay, I can see the record right now. This record is injected into our cluster. On top of this record, I'm planning to create one table. So there is a two types of tables available. One is called internal table and another one is called external table. Internal table always hold the record on the specific target path, whatever we created, right? That is just created. External table we can create wherever the record is available. On top of the layer, we can create as a table and we can use it. Right now, this directory it's out of our Hive environment. So we just create a table on top of this and we're planning to see some records. Okay, so I'm creating an external table. 40. Uh, yeah, there's a patience, right? So I'm going to create TBL patient as a table. ID first record is ID. I'm giving you with integer. Second name, patient name, Senthil. These are the comma separated basis. The record is splitter. The Senthil is a kind of name, patient name in string format. Third also string format. Fourth also string format is a gender. Fifth is a kind of age. So age one is available in our integer. So first ID and age both have an integer data type, numerical data type. In middle, all of them have with some varchar as a non-numerical data type there. We are following it. The same like I am creating as a table here.
Just wonder, this external table have to sit in only in the HDFS path, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Where the data is available, there only we can create the table.
Yes, yes.
So there we have to
But
go with
outside of
external table.
okay, outside of HDFS, we cannot use the external table, right? Or is there a way to do that?
Yeah, this is a cluster data lake platform. So we have to push all the data into a Hadoop layer only, right? So there only we are going to using it. If suppose you are going to use with any of the cloud, this is your question. Actually, you're planning to load some data in different environment apart from Hadoop. How you are
Sorry,
planning
sorry.
your data? Where you are going to persist your data?
So
We
let's
have
take
multiple.
if I have a data in,
Hmm.
so let's take I have data in my S3. So now from
So
S3, I need to put into Achieve. From there, I need to read the table, right?
yeah, you can in S3 if supposed to push your data, then S3 bucket on top of the layer. You have to use some material tools available. Iceberg S3 tables you can create. Or EMR cluster through Hive table you can create that. So a lot of ecosystem is available. Based on your data environment, we have to create it. The concept is the same. Same only the file object you convert as a table. This is you're going to do that based on your tool selection and that your business they will be promised to go with some of the environment, right? There you must follow the same as it is. That's an important thing. Got it?
Yes.
So Hive, Impala, Iceberg, what is it? Athena, Snowflake, BigQuery, a lot of tools is available. Okay, everything is they will be creating their hierarchy model on top of Hive only. Hive is a basics. First, introduced to Hive only. They are getting those information from here, and they are going to implement to their environment, like adoptions we are doing it. So, what is happening with your data? How it is converted? That information we must know. Any one of the tool we can practice it. So, cloud have a different on-prem, especially banking domain, fintech domain. They will not become to cloud directly. They are using with Hive architecture as of now. Got it? Yeah. Okay. So right now I'm creating the table on top of your file object. So ID, name, third string, data type of drug. It's a kind of what kind of medicine they are using that information. Fourth, gender. Fifth, age. Okay. So here I'm going to create right now. Extra table name. Order, text file, location. So where we are planning to push the data. That's our location. I'm going to declare only the folder level, not the path that exists in. Okay, for this location, I just hold it right. Okay, now the table has been created. Something wrong. Unfortunately, we did not load the data successful from here. So something we had a mistake. Okay, so that's the reason we are getting the data in different layer. Oh, you'll do one thing. Let me going to drop the table. Okay, it's a drop. Now let me going to read this, create the same table again. Create external table. We will name row formatted, row format, delimited.
Comma separated.
Sorry,
It's comma separated, right?
yeah, yeah. Fields terminated by comma because it's a comma separator. So that we are planning to use this comma separator. We are planning to split up the files and store this file as a text file only because CSV is a kind of text file, the Quesada library. And what is the location is process. This information I just posted right now. Now I just create the table. Let me go into read the file once again. Okay. Now I'm able to read the data successfully. Previous command, here I create the table. I thought it's a default is a comma separator, so that only I just create the table. But unfortunately, each record, number of record, how much I'm not sure. Each record is just trying to map it according, but unfortunately, no record found based on the comma separator. It cannot execute the data, so that we are getting none format. Later, I'm just adding this two command, the same DDL command only. Additionally, a row format has been delimited. So based on the comma separator, this command I additionally added and executed. Now the record has been split and created as a table model right now. If I want to extract the sum of the record in the query basis, that's easy for me. I can do it. So like I may going to be extract only the drag references, drag and rename. So reversely, I just modifying the alter that that is order, and then I am planning to give my query. Only three column I need. So drag, name, and the gender. I want to see this three column information only. Then I can do that. So something like I just execute the query and it's just going to be execute on top of your file and some library split up and they provide you as expected. This is happening. So this entire query on top of your file object is just going to be react with your query basis output. Okay. So this is a small file. Same like we have millions of records we just stored in the file object. On top of this file object, we can represent as output. That's what we are calling this environment is called a data lake. Or whatever the data we are pushed into our Hadoop, that react as a data lake references and they just populate outcome to you. This is a normal table with the text format we just created. Some other format also is available. We are planning to discuss one by one in later. As of now, you got the concept right. What is happening inside? Any question in this?
No, Dinesh. Mm.
So you can compare it, right? My query, my code, everything is a reactor based on your Hive engine with on top of a Hadoop file object. Okay, the file everything is stored in Hadoop. On top of the layer, I just point on I create a table. I just mentioned the table should read the file from the location. That information I just provide by creating the table itself. And then wherever I'm going to run my query, it's just going to be fetch those record and create as a table record stores. So here after all my process, I can do with the joins, I can do with some query aggregations, everything I can go with query basis. I don't want to touch up the file object to read and do some modification. Nothing is required. Everything can take care and controlled by your Hive driver. That's the beauty. Okay. So any questions on this? Clear, right, everyone?
Dinesh, yes.
Oh, great. Now, what we are planning to do is that we had a create the table, one for internal table, one for external table. What is the difference between these two? That we must know. So we can see the differences. So table in T. So first I create the table demo. Select I create the table. Okay. So both is reacting as a table. So I can create all the table, any one of the type, right? I can go with the internal or external. So any type I can go as it is. But why specifically we have to go the table for types different with the external, internal? How we have to choose it, and what is the purpose? That's we must know. So first we can see that DML model and the descriptions. This is command. Everything we can see. So describe table name. Okay, I can extract both. Just copy the information. Can I paste to successfully something? So this is a table for a demo. This is a table information for Yeah, patient. This is a common same it's been like written back. So this goes not like that. So first the column information, ID and name is available. Same here also is the column information whatever I provide, this information I can accept from here. So this is column informations. Same like here, column information I can extract here. Next, database information. Okay, so only two columns as of now, so that only this table have only two column information. Now, table information, the correct. So database, both of them have the same database. Owner, who's the owner for this table? I'm just creator using Bigdata user, Bigdatapedia user. So I'm the owner for this table, and when it was created, this information is available. So exact time, what time I have created this information, I can get from here. And when it was accessed, so if I am doing any changes, I will be maintaining any metadata separate for all our query history, then I can get this information also. So last time when this query was showed and execute the data on top of this table, this information we can get from here. Retention. Retention zero means if I supposed to delete the data, how many days I want to maintain it. That's called as a retention. As of now, we will not be declared anything in the configuration level so that the retention shows as a zero. And location. So location, you just clearly look on it. Here, the location followed by our database and the path. So it's same as it is with our table name. So DE34P dot demo is a table. So here, the one is the path, user, Bigdatapedia, Hive. DE34P dot DB because it's a database, so that it comes with a dot DB. And then demo. Demo is a table name. It's just following the same. Okay. So if we are going to compare the same with our location on this second table, this is we preferred. The data is loaded into the specific path. On top of this path, you can create your table. So that information I just provided. Okay. So have a differences. So by default, if you're not mentioned any information, then default location as a D34.db is a database path, and then table as created as a folder on table path is just created. But if you are specifically locate the particular location in your table creation command of DDA, then it just going to be point on the particular path only. It doesn't move on in any other places. That's the first difference we can notice. Second, we can see this table type. Table type, you can see is a managed table. Managed table is nothing but you're not providing any other commands. So just to create table, you just shoot now. By shooting it, it considers as a managed table. We have to point and create on our specific path. This information is just pointing it right now. Here, it's created as an external table because whenever I'm going to create the table, there itself, I just using the command external create external table. It's a command line. So before the previous table I created just with the create table, the next this table I created with the create external table command. So the query is going to be set up in the backend and locate the path what we promised to use for your data fetching and all. So you use the same path and extract the data as expected. This is happening. And other information, column statistics, and further all the information they are trying to extract at runtime for you. Okay, just a minute. Somebody creating this plan. Okay. Okay, so those are the two differences. So table type, external and internal. But is this the only difference? No. So only the table creation is not part of our managed table or internal table. The table type have a different unique knowledge. So we will discuss that in some time. We will go through all the property level information and then we can going to compare. So now type is over. Column stats. If you are expecting any stats differences, then here you can provide this information. As of now, by default, it's just going with the managed table as an internal table with the basic statistics. Suppose you want additional more information, you can provide some CBO and some things about cost-based optimization, some other statistics you can extract at runtime for you, this information. And one more property, external equal to true. This property only consider your table as external. While reference table type you can see as external table, but this external table will be following with the external as a true. This is the actual Hive table property is using to modify your queries at runtime for you. Okay, and how many files is involved? This information, number of files, right? So number of files as one because we are having only one file. So patient.txt file something we are using it. On top of this file only, we are trying to extract at runtime. One more comment is very important thing. So number of file as it is. Here also only one file we just created. So those files just loaded that information. Number of rows, how many records is available. This information only available in our internal table as managed table, not with external table. The reason behind it has actual record, it hold the grip so that it can understand how many record is available inside to this folder, inside to this file information. As of now, only three record is available. It just extracts this information as a number of rows. This column, additionally, you can see here. But this information is not available. Only file size. Total 273 bytes of data for this file. That's the information we are getting it. Here you are getting a raw data size and total size. Total size is nothing but actually this file have how many bytes of data. 23 bytes of data is available. This information you are getting it. Second one is raw data size is nothing but it's completely following with some serialization. So the serialized mode, how much the data value. That's the differences between these two. So
Sorry to
raw data, yeah,
just I
yeah,
wonder. Sorry to interrupt. Suppose
yeah,
so I
please.
have an access to this path. Let's take
Mm,
dev 34.db. So I have a
mm.
same demo structured file. If I try to place the file into the particular path, what will happen? That number of rows, all those things.
It's a different path you're going to place the file. That's not a problem. The table, how is going to be reacted? That's an important one. How are you going to create this table as internal or external?
Internal. So say in the external, I don't know, but internal file itself will that in the same path. If I try to place the file with the same structured file, what I defined the table, will it accept or will it throw whether the data will be readable or what it will do?
Yeah, it's readable only. In this path only you're going to do that, right? So it's just
Mm.
going to be read the same file only, same schema. So it should be readable. Am I right?
Okay. So how that number of rows, all those things will get. Suppose now we have only one file. Now I'm going to add that new file. So that number
Hmm,
of see, currently you have inserted. That's why the number of rows, number of files defined as one and three rows. Suppose now I
correct,
am not doing that insert model. Now I'm placing file into that particular demo folder, demo path.
correct. Yeah.
So how it will get the metadata information get refreshed?
Mm, it should be updated in your metastore. So whenever the metastore is updated, that's in that information I can get at runtime for you. Let me go over with your example right now. Okay, so this is the path we know very well. Okay, so this is the path right now. Not this path.
Demo one.
Okay. Yeah, there was part of here. I just posted the command. So this is a path. This file is available. Let me copy this command. Okay, so this is the actual record. Let me going to copy the same file and paste it to the same folder. These are different links. I just copy the same file. I just mentioning 001 new something I just declaring right now. Same file only. It doesn't have any differences.
Yes.
So now the file is loaded. Let me going to review the file inside this path. I can give you a star because I want to see all the files together. So total 6 record I can see right now. All right.
Okay. Okay. So
So
you are
let's
saying that backend, some daemon process will up and run, it will continuously run, and whenever the moment that we instead of if you place the file, it will update into the meta store.
whenever the query is shoot and is going to be read it, then only the changes is going to be happen. That's what I'm
Okay.
just doing it right now.
Okay.
Demo. Okay, I can extract the data duplicate because I have 2 files. It's just going to be extract at runtime for you. Now I'm going to display the same command. Okay, so here you can see still it shows us now only 1 file. Number of rows is only shows us a 3, which means the metadata right whatever I promised. This metadata layer, first one.
Mm.
In this places the changes doesn't reflect because you just modify the query and you just update it. This outcome doesn't refresh with your metadata management. Whenever the metadata management is refreshed, then you can see this information as you expected.
Okay.
Because the metadata doesn't react this responses at runtime for you.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say. Once it's refreshed, some of the time is available or some refresh command is available. It's a part of Spark. Let me try this command. Okay, this command is not for part of your this one. Check there. Okay, so the partition level is just going to it has to be refreshed, but if this data not refreshed, analyze give some command, then we can try this command off. Analyze this track. Mm, Table, actually status. It's running a query, the metadata management is going to be refreshing. Oh, okay, let me going to see this information. Yeah, now you can see this file. Number of files is a 2, number of rows is a 6.
So either
So
we need to
the
run this compute statistics manually, or otherwise we need to wait for that that
no,
increment.
whenever you're going to write the data into the path, every day automatically the refresh is going to be happen. So during the refreshment, the data update is going to be done in your metadata layer.
Okay.
Okay. So if you want to do it manual, this command will help you.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. But mostly Hive matters to have some timeline. After that, automatically it's just going to be changed it at one time for you. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay. Any other question, guys? Okay, fine then. Let me go here. So raw data size and the total size. We had a discussion on clear. Here also number of files we can see. Also total size of the record. This information we can extract and runtime for you. Next, the transaction. This is nothing but that it will be maintaining some epoch time. When this changes has happened, this information just hold up. And then we'll go here. Storage information. Storage information. What was the file format? How it was stored. This information just hold up here. Okay, storage information. Oh, sorry. This is library author. Yeah, now you can see. Lazy simple stud is a library. You're just using it. Both of them is integers are used just a normal text file, so that you're just using the serializations. And then no bucket is involved. And what else? Yeah, any column has bucketing. If there's a bucketing, we have to sort the data. Number of buckets, we have to pass it. This information nothing is available. Also, partition column something is available. That information also not added here. Both of them is a normal simple table. So we are getting the basic refresh information from this command. And we are using a delimiter, the comma separator. That information we are getting as a field delimiter. And serialization format. Both has to follow with the comma separator. So we are getting this additional two reference properties in external table, not in internal table. Okay, so difference between the internal and external table, these things you can clearly understood right now. Right, rest everything's the same, no changes. Raw data size additionally comes into your managed table, not an external table. External table, because it doesn't read any files, you just hold the path. Whenever you're going to shoot the query, there only just going to be refresh and get the data at runtime for you. Okay, so total number of record, nothing, you cannot get the data. There is no command you can see here. So cost and the process wise, managed table is bit low compared with external table. Unfortunately, we have to go with external table for some business use cases. Okay. So till now, any question? You have some idea the difference between managed table and external table. Am I right? Any question, guys? Are we good to go?
Yes, Dinesh, we can go.
Okay, fine. Okay, this is the overall references. We got it at runtime. Now we will go inside and deep dive. What if suppose I'm going to delete the data? Let me going to use truncate command, truncate table. Truncate means it's just going to be delete all the record, only just maintaining the metadata schema information. That's called as a truncate. I'm going to use this command. Okay, so I tried with the external table. You're getting some error. This kind of truncate non-managed table is trying to execute, so cannot perform. This is the command we are getting it. Cannot truncate non-managed table and table name. This information is just passing it because the file doesn't hold by your external table. Your external table have only the metadata references. It cannot balance your file objects. That's what you are getting this error. Same I'm trying with managed table. So demo, but managed table can hold and delete the data because it have a control for internal, sorry, that file object and metadata object both have it. So I can see the file here. The file has been deleted. Only I can see the metadata references here. But let me go into top the table and I can see this references. Not this path, right?
Demo.
No, TP patient have a different path.
Yes.
That's external table. So we are following with a different path, right? Okay, the path. And we copy the entire path and going here. Okay, so this is the path. I can see the data. But the previous one, the demo, and already deleted. Okay, I'm going to see this path. This path, no record because it's deleted right now. So no record we are identifying current. Okay, now I'm going to drop the table for both.
So instead of truncate, if you use remove the file in external table, it will act as a similar winner, right? So in
Yeah,
managed table,
exactly.
we need to use truncate. For external table, either we need to remove the file or we need to drop. So I think if you
Yeah,
remove the file also,
managed table have a control with your file and the metadata both. So if you're going to execute truncate or drop, data completely going to be lost from your managed table. But external table only have a ownership with your metadata, not with our data. So whenever you're going to delete the file or drop the table, whatever you're doing it, the file will be captured and hold it in your cluster itself. You'll not be losing your file. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. So wherever that you're creating that new files, you're loading the new files on, you're going to connect with your external table. It's just going to be merged together. That's it. Okay, it doesn't hold the data. It's just going to be mapped accordingly with your table model and represent your runtime. But it doesn't merge the data with your table level. So you can drop the table, even though you dropped, your data will be safe and secure in some places. But managed table doesn't have this capability. Now, managed table, like our normal RDBMS, wherever the data is stored, you're going to delete, the data is going to be lost for you. Got it?
yes.
Now I'm going to create delete this table right now. And it's just going to be dropped. Okay, table has been dropped. Right now I'm going to read this file. Till the file is processed. We have not deleted the file because only the metadata as a drop command help to drop the table level. But the file hold the records in our data lake still. Got it?
Yes.
This is the differences. Okay. Any question, guys? Till now, everyone is clear. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes.
Oh, fine then. So today we can see some examples with the table level. So we can close it today with this. Tomorrow we'll go and discuss some of them with the different semi-structured file object, like a JSON file. We can use it and do some process and pocket. I have a lot of files is available. We'll see the performance with that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I just stop recording.
Dinesh, apart from this, can I ask one question?
Which one?
Apart from this session, shall I ask some general questions? Some